It is so good to be back in this room together with all of you, especially now, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it feels like we're living in an interesting time, right? If you were listening to anything in that great panel just now, it's like, now's the time we're going to start letting humans be human, right? We've gone through technological disruptions, well, continuously. But in the last 25 years in particular, we went through two major ones. First was the internet, then the smartphone. And I think both have permeated so much of our lives that they've become invisible. We can't imagine life without them. But when we use them, we don't even notice them. Just a little comparison. I don't know if any of you remember what used to be considered like a mobile phone, a phone connected to a wall with a long cord, and you had to go, walk around and maybe go into the bathroom and close the door so your parents couldn't hear who you were talking to. Well, it took 60 years, 6 full decades before 75% of the households in the US had a phone in their household. Smartphone came along. It took just 10 years for 75% of adults to have a smartphone. That is a remarkable amount or speed of adoption, right? However, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I think the pace of AI is already faster and poised to get even faster after that. And I think most in tech agree that generative AI, the chatbots that we've been playing with lately, all of those powered by large language models, are really another generational change. So we're on our third generational change in what we can do with data, software, and automation. And I don't know about you, but I think sometimes that kind of disruptive technology can be a bit unsettling because it feels sometimes like technology is happening to you rather than for you, right? And I think Mark Booth mentioned this term, but Thomas Kuhn came up with it in his book, The Structure of Scientific Revolutions, and it was called a paradigm shift. I'm sure you've heard of that one. The thing that was special about Thomas Kuhn's perception was that he realized that paradigm shifts, this feeling of disruption, happens not when we build ideas on top of old ones, but when new ideas shatter the old ones. And I think given that kind of definition, generative AI could be our ultimate paradigm shift. So it's opened up a new sense of possibility, and a possibility that, according to experts, could unlock over $15 trillion to the global economy by the end of this decade. Now, Josh showed a slide earlier, which I thought was pretty fascinating. There was 500 companies here making up $5 trillion. So unlocking that value depends a lot on the ingenuity of many of you in this room and the tools you use. But these are still early days, right? Mark talked about how paradigm shifts don't come out perfect, right? Disruptive technology, we're going to have a lot to learn. But what we do know is that many enterprises' AI projects have not gone terribly well. In fact, some research suggests that up to 80% of companies basically fail with their AI that they already have access to. The biggest stumbling blocks that we've seen are unrealistic expectations, poor suitability in terms of problem to technology, and at the core of it, poor data quality. So we have some good news. First, if you're already a Domo customer, you're using Domo as your data foundation, you've probably already been doing all the right stuff, right? You're preparing your data, you're adding the governance and compliance, you're doing what we call AI-ready work. Second, and starting today, Domo's AI model management is going to be available to all of you. So we're going to allow you to take your best AI and bring it to your data instead of the opposite way. This approach is going to keep your data within the safeguards and the governance of the Domo platform. And when you're ready to use your AI in things like data flows, we'll have the best model for you to get the job that you need to get done with your data. As Josh mentioned, with Domo, you don't have to sacrifice your AI for security, for transparency, right? We will always deploy our AI responsibly and transparently. So you know at a glance how AI will be used across your organization. And that's really important because generative AI is really an unlock moment that allows you to apply AI across your enterprise. And with Domo, when changes happen or some brand new AI pops up and you're like, I want to try that, let's see how that works, you can do that all in one place just once. So let's take a little look at a video here, and I'll show what we're talking about. All right, that's just the start of how we're going to start putting AI to work for all of you. This is the beginning of a transformative journey, like Darren talked about. It's a journey that's requiring us to shift from a mindset of BI to an AI mindset, right? And so along the way, we want to make sure you have the most powerful, flexible, and secure options available. Because, as we mentioned before, these kind of disruptive technologies don't come out perfect. You're going to need that flexibility to be able to learn and experiment. So we want to make sure you get a significant competitive edge for better decision-making using AI in action. And to show us more about this, I'd like to bring out two really great people, two of my favorites, Dr. Kristie Rowley, who's our Senior Director of AI Labs, and Noah Finberg, Head of Developer Innovation. I'm going to show you a little bit more. Please
Watch
welcome
me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away.
Thank you, Chris. Over the past decade, the Domo.AI Labs team has collaborated with thousands of customers to integrate data science and machine learning and AI into their everyday business processes. We have a long-standing history of building comprehensive AI and ML models across a whole bunch of different industries, from inventory forecasts to loan default predictions, all the way to complex composite scores. We really value our customers' feedback. And because we listen to customer feedback, you've told us that you want AI modeling to be more accessible. We've taken that challenge head on. We are actively removing the barriers to effective AI integration. Last September, we released the AI services layer, which is the foundation of Domo's AI product capabilities. This flexible framework allows you to leverage both data models and predictive models as part of the Domo experience. Today, I'm happy and excited to share that we are packaging the collective knowledge and the expertise of the data scientists on my team and the AI engineers at Domo to give you universal models in the AI services layer.
That's right. Thanks to Kristie and her team of amazingly talented data scientists, universal models, which you'll see in a minute, means that even if you're not a data scientist, you can now do powerful data science in Domo at the click of a button.
That's right, Noah. Universal models are pre-built solutions that help you make better business decisions faster. You don't need to be a technical wizard. You just need Domo if you want to implement AI. Now you can easily forecast more accurately, detect unusual patterns in customer behavior, and even get a pulse on how customers feel about your latest products and services. If you need more flexibility, you can customize our universal models or even build your own. Universal models seamlessly integrate into the rest of Domo, no coding required. Whether you're exploring a card, or designing solutions in App Studio, or optimizing data pipelines with Magic ETL, you can leverage and use the power of universal models anywhere in the Domo product.
Let's take a look at how some of these models work. First and foremost, how do we predict the future? That's what forecasting and data science is all about. And it's something that's top of mind for many of our customers. Whether that means looking to the future to understand inventory needs, how particular retail locations will see revenue grow, or even how much engagement a post on social media might get. Our new forecasting universal model makes this kind of predictive forecasting accessible, whatever your technical skill level. without writing any code. You can easily capture historical trends and seasonality, configure your forecast directly in the AI service layer, leverage it in Magic ETL, or our favorite option, select a card with a metric you want to predict, and just run the forecast with one click. In this example, our company, Thane Sporting Goods, wants to forecast weekly sales for a specific product line. On our sales dashboard, I just select the card for weekly sales and simply click the forecasting button. The universal forecasting model reads the card and then displays the forecast.
It really is that easy. And the great news is this is just the beginning. Let's look at another of our universal models, personal information identification, or PII. Data privacy is absolutely critical for our customers. They must comply with regulations like GDPR and CCPA and maintain trust with their customers. Our universal PII models intelligently analyze datasets to detect and classify PII, like names, emails, social security numbers, addresses, and many more. In our next example, we're concerned about protecting personal information and maintaining GDPR compliance for customers residing in the UK. By running the universal PII model on our UK dataset, we can see which columns are likely to contain PII and then take proactive measures to prevent unauthorized access. The model can also help us identify and flag PII in datasets throughout the entire Domo ecosystem. With a few clicks of a button, the model will build a PII tracking dashboard that identifies datasets with suspected PII, including column names, along with who owns the dataset and when it was last updated. All of this will allow us to effectively manage and secure sensitive information at scale. Noah, speaking of scale, I love our new sentiment analysis model. Let's show everyone how it works.
Well, we all want to know how our customers feel, right? And often organizations have a lot of valuable data that includes customer sentiment, but it's not always easy to analyze. And so in this example, we have thousands of reviews from our online store. And we want to know how many are positive, negative, or neutral as they come in, without asking our analysts to do a lot of work. So the universal sentiment analysis model does all the heavy lifting for us. I simply drop the sentiment analysis tile into Magic ETL and identify the appropriate columns to extract sentiment from. The classified results are then written in a new column so that I can easily add these results to an app or a dashboard and break down sentiment by topics or common words. And we could easily do the same thing for return emails or social media posts to get a much better understanding of how our customers feel about our brands, products, and services.
Noah, that's going to be so fun. I cannot wait to try it out. You know what else is fun? Speed. And sometimes speed is required for an AI solution. When it is, Domo has what you need. With Domo.AI, you can run inference from any type of AI or ML model on streaming data. This empowers you to build automated AI and ML pipelines to take immediate action. Let's see how it works with the new universal anomaly detection model.
Yeah, this one is really cool. So Thane Sporting Goods manages a network of refrigeration units that store temperature-sensitive products. We're streaming data every second from sensors on and around each unit to make sure our refrigerators are working properly. And this is really important because we need to be able to anticipate problems with our refrigeration unit quickly to give us enough time to fix any issues before our products spoil. Let's look at the end-to-end process. With the anomaly detection model, we can identify issues like changes in humidity, door activity, or compressor behavior. And then we can use this model in concert with Domo workflows and alerts so that when the model detects an anomaly, Domo sends an alert to the appropriate person who can take preventative measures before the refrigerated products are negatively impacted. This intelligent inference means that technicians are alerted of any issues within seconds while they're troubleshooting on site.
Within seconds. That's so cool. Super fast. This really highlights the impactful way that universal models can be used in any organization. We cannot wait to see how you'll use them to harness the power of AI within Domo. In addition to AI model management becoming available today for everyone, I'm thrilled to announce that universal models for forecasting, PII, sentiment analysis, and anomaly detection will be in beta this summer. You can sign up by contacting your Domo account team. Back to you, Chris.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning,
All right,
but you won't
thank you,
see
Kristie and
it.
Noah. That was fantastic, and I know it's a lot to take, right? There's a lot of new stuff that's coming out, and there's going to be a lot more stuff that's going to be coming. But I think you can see what happens when you've got the right data on the right platform. You guys can move very, very fast, right? And I think as Josh mentioned earlier, we started Domo with the mission to democratize data across your organization, right? Well, now we're going to do the same with intelligence. So, and I think it was Reginald, oh no, it was in the panel that just happened before, where it was like, wouldn't it be nice if you could just have a dialogue, have a conversation with your data? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just ask what I should care about? Well, soon you'll be able to with our new Domo.AI Chat, right? So everyone in your organization is going to have access to their own personal data assistant, available 24/7, providing instant insights, analysis, and understanding, all in familiar language. So let's take a quick look at this. All right, again, just another little peek under the hood. AI Chat is using Domo GPT, and that's a feature that's coming to all of the AI services layer. It's going to be powered by best-in-class large language model hosted securely in the Domo cloud. All of our flexible AI layer, AI service layer, ensures that we can easily upgrade whenever the best LLMs evolve, keeping you at the forefront of AI technology with the least amount of work. You need this flexibility to use multiple models, and we're going to lean heavily into this dynamic. So, Domo GPT is always going to use a best-in-class model, and it'll be great for things like, having some conversations with your data, maybe writing beast mode calculations, et cetera. However, there might be other specialized tasks, like let's say analyzing medical data, that will benefit from using a more specialized model. So we believe our customers will find tremendous value in leveraging a variety of specialized models in Domo, and that's what we're going to enable. And of course, as we've said before, every one of these great Domo features is going to be governed. All of the personalization, access rights, et cetera, are always going to apply. You will only interact with the data you have access to. We talked about personalized data permissions, right? PDP policies. All of those security controls already apply to all of your AI chats. So again, if you're using Domo, all the work you've already put in for your data platform, your data foundation, is going to be used by AI, so you'll be instantly aligned securely within Domo. This is a personalized, data-driven conversation based on your role, access, and data interests. So we're going to take just a little deeper dive. Let's take a closer look at a recent demo here. So here, talking about having a dialogue with your data, starting on a data set page, we can ask the data set, who are my top 5 reps? What should I care about, right? And you can see that AI chat, it's already starting to respond. And this is real, right? This is not, I'm sure you guys are being inundated with tons of slick videos. This works, right? And you can see all the work that's being done. You can see that every step of the way, you know what the machine is doing, right? That transparency is so, so critical, right? And then if you want, you can look in and you can see the actual SQL. If you want, you can change the SQL. And below, and this one works remarkably well, we've been doing a lot of testing, it suggests the things you should ask. And this is really fascinating. I've been surprised a lot. There's a lot to be surprised about, but going in with what you think is an important question, and then seeing 3 other things that you were like, of course I should have asked that. It's that kind of interaction that really makes the system feel intelligent. So we're very excited to start unlocking that. So here, we can choose a suggestion. And the suggestion questions tend to lead to these kinds of insights that are available but often invisible, even though they're sitting right in front of us. So I think you can see, if we can go down one more level, there you go. You can change and say, well, do I want to see one thing, or do I want to go in and really get in the weeds and change the SQL query so I can see a little bit more, right? So what are we doing? We're really shrinking the amount of work and thinking that has to go into it. Let humans be human. Let them do what they can do. So I love this experience because we're now in a conversational UI, and there's just so much to explore, right? As well, these conversations are more than conversations. They're memory, right? They're things that we cared about in the ways we cared about them. So there's going to be a full built-in chat history. You can always go back and take a look at the conversations you had before. Maybe it's every quarter. You're like, oh yeah, that's the question I always ask at the end of that quarter, and that's the one I always ask before. So anyway, so here, this is just super exciting. You can also learn how to use AI chat to learn more about Domo. I don't know if anyone else is like, hey, I've heard a lot about variables. How do I use those? Well, you don't have to go look in the knowledge base. You can just ask, what should I use variables for? And there you go, right? So AI chat scans the Domo knowledge base, responds with all the information, and even gives you links to the articles so you can read more. So that's a little snippet. We've announced a lot of amazing capabilities. You can see them popping up here. Both AI chat and universal models are designed to help you get the most of your data, again, safely, easily, transparently, effectively. And Domo.AI gives you your data a voice. And I think more importantly, it gives you the opportunity to really amplify the intelligence of everyone in your organization. And at Domo, I think like you, we believe more intelligence is a good thing, right? It empowers people in every corner to make better decisions every day. That's what we're building. And I know you want to try this out, and I'm pleased to announce that today we're going to be kicking off a closed beta for AI chat, so please reach out to your account team, Domo account team, for more information. In the meantime, visit our product booth, try AI chat today, and I just want to thank you all for coming here, spending the time at Domopalooza, and please enjoy the rest of the show.